forecast a chance, and you wouldn't drop Vase and Lee on a given day. Now here's Viangar coming up into the gate. He's been a bit of a trick horse, Viangar. Thought he might have, well, he's won 8 from 26. That's not too bad, but he's just been a little bit disappointing of late. Scalex will try and lead from the inside gate, I'd say. Signal has been given. Alan Shuck just waits for Scott Galloway to set himself in the saddle, and they'll be off.
900 racing. Our Webster jumped very well. Nikos out okay. Appian Way began very fast on the outside, settling into stride now. They put 150 behind them, and it's Appian Way going to the lead over Undenied, and Our Webster is third. A length and a half Nikos. Over on the outside of it then Danehill Warrior, followed by Scarlet Glow. Then came Baron Joey Sunrise on the inside, being trailed as they come towards the home turn by Nasuno, and last of all is Valid Reason. Around the turn, Undenied gets up on the inside and leads in company with Appian Way, clear of Our Webster, and Danehill Warrior deeper out, trailed by Nikos and Nasuno trying to work home. Well in the straight, Undenied the inside and Appian Way. Our Webster's closing on them, and Nasuno's coming home well from Nikos. Appian Way narrowly, Undenied kicking well on the inside. Undenied, and on the outside Appian Way with Nasuno closing and Nikos getting through. Undenied still in front. They hit the line, and Undenied on the inside has won it. I'd say Nasuno will grab second. Nikos is close up there with Our Webster. Just behind them, Appian Way died slightly on his run, and then came Danehill Warrior, who dropped out, followed by Baron Joey Sunrise, Scarlet Glow, and last to Riona pinged away brilliantly. Fuji Dancer missed the start. David Anoche jumped okay. Cats are showing plenty of pace, and so is Go Marion as they settle into stride now. And Riona's being joined on the inside by David Anoche, and Brief Embrace has gone through on the inside too. Toast the Coaster settling down fourth, followed by Cats, and then came Colonial Jester. Go Marion 2 lengths further back is back behind those horses. Then on the outside, Little Miss Lythen, Shall I Swing on the rail. They're clear of the Rosser, and then Bubba's Beauty and Fuji Dancer. Races well back with Thinkerbell and Well Toned into the straight now. Brief Embrace is the leader in the centre from Riona. Toast the Coast trying to get clear. David Anoche can't go on, and next is Cats. 150 to go though. Brief Embrace is the leader by a length and a half to Toast the Coast and Riona. Brief Embrace is going great guns near the line though, and is coming clear, and Brief Embrace wins it well from in second placing was Toast the Coast and Riona third. They were trailed then by Shall I Swing, Go Marion, and then came Colonial Jester clear of Cats. Back behind these fillies, Fuji Dancer has made significant ground after a slow start, and then came Little Miss Lythe, followed by Well Tone. La Rocha well back all of the way, followed by Bubba's Beauty. Darmadanosh has tired very badly and finished amongst the tail enders in company with the Rosser, and one more that favourite, 4 from the outside, and they're away. He jumped reasonably well. Soon after the jump, it's Warm Smites narrowly from Highly Dangerous and Mr. Trickster going up. Sir Joro's going forward as well, looking for the front as they put the first 200 behind them now, and Mr. Trickster finds the lead. Sir Joro is outside. Warm Smites let them go and sat third the rail, followed then by Pentathlon moving up into fourth placing. Phase Tip wide out going to fifth, and they're followed by Tiamo Circumnavigating. Highly Dangerous down on the inside, and then Road to Dance, who's trapped out 3 wide here. A length and a half further back Resoundingly, and they're trailed by Don Eduardo and Rainbow Glider. They're inside the 1,000 metres, and Pentathlon moved up on the outside and has joined Mr. Trickster in the front. Phase Tip is not having much luck, has moved up into third but posted wide, followed then by Sir Joro, and on the rail Warm Smites, and then came Circumnavigating. 2 lengths Highly Dangerous, ahead the outside Tiamo Road to Dance, trailed then by Resoundingly Don Eduardo and Rainbow Glider last of all as they came up the side to the 600, and off the rail Pentathlon joined again by Mr. Trickster on the rail. A length to Phase Tip Warm Smites, followed by Sir Joro. A length and a half away Circumnavigating. Road to Dance are starting to make some ground, and then came Tiamo and a break to Don Eduardo and Resoundingly, who are well back as they cornered. Mr. Trickster against the rail in front of Warm Smites of Pentathlon and Sir Joro. Road to Dance swung wide and spots them a fair start down to the 200. Mr. Trickster's kicked away with a nice lead over Pentathlon, Sir Joro, Warm Smites, and then Road to Dance. Mr. Trickster nicely clear from Sir Joro. Road to Dance and Tiamo making late ground, but Mr. Trickster in front. Mr. Trickster beat Sir Joro by 2. Road to Dance got up for third from Tiamo, Pentathlon, Circumnavigating, and then Warm Smites. Behind them Rainbow Glider, Don Eduardo, Resoundingly, and then came Highly Dangerous, and Phase Tip dropped out to finish last. Racing now at the 1600 metres. Lovely Dispatch too. Rupert and Gold Road began fast with Barrelay on their outside into stride nicely. Mrs. Bentley not far away from them with Never Dull, and then came Ukulele Player, followed by Luke's Loot near the inside. Going forward, Lord Ardsley around Atomic Man. Runs to win, eases over the hills to get up on the rails, and back towards the tail end of the field there are Small Spoils being trailed by Samasira and Frere Jacques on his outside. Barrelay had found the lead before the 1000 metres. Never Dull joining him. Ukulele Players out 3 wide. Next, Rupert the outside of Gold Robe and Wonder Lord Ardsley 3 deep, 1000 to go now. Then Luke's Loot, who's over on the outside of Runs to Win, 1.5 lengths Atomic Man, Wonder Mrs. Bentley. Small Spoils next on the inside, trailed by Frere Jacques and 2 Samasira. Barrelay by the 800 by about 1/2 length to a neck to Never Dull. Ukulele Players posted 3 wide. Rupert right behind them in 4th from Gold Robe. Lord Ardsley's out 3 deep too, but does have a little cover. 1.5 lengths Runs to Win on the inside, trailed then by Luke's Loot, 1 Atomic Man, 1.5 Mrs. Bentley, Small Spoils, Frere Jacques and Samasira. Up to the turn, Barrelay narrowly around the bend. He's going to straighten about a neck in advance of Never Dull. Ukulele Player, Lord Ardsley's come 4 wide under pressure, and then Gold Robe and Rupert from Runs to Win. In the straight, Barrelay the leader from Never Dull. Ukulele Player 3 deep, and then Gold Robe, Lord Ardsley and Rupert. Barrelay under pressure here. Never Dull's grabbed it. Ukulele Player's been 3 wide but put his nose in front. Here's Small Spoils bursting through the pack now. Rupert got up on the inside, and Small Spoils, they go to the lead together. Rupert and Small Spoils, they hit the line nearly a dead heat. Small Spoils and Rupert have hit it very, very close. Third is another photo. Mrs. Bentley, Ukulele Player and Frere Jacques made late ground. Runs to Win just behind them with Lord Ardsley. Then came Never Dull, followed by Samasira, Atomic Man, Barrelay, tiring badly along the inside, and then Gold Robe and light flashes. Racing and Ha Ha jumped well on the outside. Magic Sky hasty back away quickly with Uga Chaka and Hosanna, and Cassidy's going forward very quickly on Ha Ha. She's shooting across the field, and after 250 she's gone from the outside barrier to lead by 2 lengths. La Lagoon into second placing from Magic Sky, and then came Hosanna 1 length away 5th out wider then is Lilu Lil from hasty back. True Jules on the improve, and they're followed then by Uga Chaka. Magical Miss going up around her to be better than midfield, followed 2 lengths away by Hot Beat, and they're trailed then by Special Grange, Babes Zaharias, and then came at the end of the field Wanmo and Moon Flute near the inside. Ha Ha the leader on the outside. True Jules goes up and shades her on the outside as they head to the 800 metres. La Lagoon just behind them, followed by Lolo Lil, Magic Sky 5th to rail, and then Hosanna. Magical Miss and Babe Zaharias coming into it wide out, and they're trailed then by Hasty Back at Uga Chaka. Next one mode being trailed by Hot Beat, Special Grange and Moon Flute. At the 550, Ha Ha narrowly from True Jules. Babe Zaharias rushed up to have a crack at them, and Lolo Lil is there. Wanmo's working into it solidly round the outside, and then Magical Miss. Uga Chaka's taken to the outside as they cornered, and then La Lagoon and Magic Sky into the straight, and it's Ha Ha narrowly from True Jules, Lolo Lil, Magical Miss and Wanmo, and back behind them Uga Chaka. 200 to go, and Ha Ha fighting on strongly, about 1/2 in front. Here's Magical Miss coming down the outside, and True Jules in the centre. Magical Miss raced up to Ha Ha, 50 to go. Magical Miss and Ha Ha. Magical Miss finishes too well. Magical Miss, Stephen Arnold's done it again. A record equalling win in the race for Bart Cummings too, beating Ha Ha. Lolo Lil has run a great race to grab third. Just behind them Uga Chaka, and close up was True Jules and Hosanna from Hot Beat. They're trailed by Hastia Back and Wanmo, Special Grange, and then Magic Sky, Moon Flute, La Lagoon and Babe. They stand deep. All clear. Callandoon with Michael Walker, they're away now. Not a bad start either, and Saddle Delight pinged out. Callandoon away quickly with Carbracel. Serious Drink settling off them 4:30 from Nova Claus, and then Curta here, Pestalozzi. Wider out as Figurant and Greyline, both improving fast towards the front runners from Silvana, Piper Star, Our Riesling, Be My Princess, Chicky and Call Me Lily. At the 1200 metres now, and Greyline scooting across the field took it up. Out by 1.5 lengths, Callandoon and Figurant, 1.5 to Carbracel, 4th. Pestalozzi Pistol Aussie trapped out wide. Over on the inside, Saddle Delight running about 7th around, and then Sylvana Curta here. Next Nova Claus, 1.5 to Serious Drink, one away from the speed, being followed by Piper Star, and then came our Riesling, Be My Princess, 3 or 4 deep, and 2 lengths behind these horses with 800 metres to go are Call Me Lily and Chicky near the inside. Grey Line in front, Figure on a length away second, Pistol Aussie is third, Carbracell is fourth, and the yellow with the white cap. Wider out of Sylvana as Callandoon sneaks through on the rail for Michael Walker. They're followed by Nova Claus, and then Curta here, Be My Princess, Saddle Delight, well back Piper Star, our Riesling, Serious Drink now third, last coming around the turn, and then Call Me Lily and Chicky. Grey Line led Figure on into the home straight from Pistol Aussie and Sylvana, wide out coming, and then Callandoon, followed by Carbracell. Grey Line at the 250, leads by a couple, but they're closing now. Sylvana and Figure on down the outside, and Callandoon the centre from Piper Star getting a run through. 100 to go, Figure on, Sylvana and Callandoon with Piper Star along the inside. Piper Star's rattled up along the fence, and Piper Star for Reese McLeod's got through to win it from Sylvana. Figure on might have grabbed third from Nova Claus, photo finish. Then came Callandoon, followed by Grey Line, Serious Drink making ground on the run home, and then came Call Me Lily, followed by Carbracell, and then our Riesling, Chicky, Pistol Aussie, Be My Princess finishing towards the tail, and then there's a break to Curta here, and is going to be the last to go into the outside barrier. $3 for Prince Rubiton, clear-cut favourite. St Plato to move in for Malcolm Pay, and we'll have them ready to go. Solid favourite, Prince Rubiton, Little Miss Marnie, Levant, and then Chenna make up the top 4. All in now. Starter has them, big field out of the 1200 shoot. All clear. Racing, and Prince Rubiton jump well near the outside. Getting away fast too was Levant and St Plato, and Chenard driving up with Little Miss Marnie showing tons of dash near the inside. At the 1,000-metre mark now, Prince Rubiton is one of the leaders with Little Miss Marnie. Handy to them, Rancho Spark out very wide on the course, and Chenard close up with Track Rider showing some toe. Peninsula Lord and Suit not far away along the inside. They're trailed by the grey Keffel, who's being attended closely in the field then by Court of Jewels, and Final Miss through along the inside, and then came St Plato. Levant is out wider in that bunch. Back behind them coming towards the turners, Bella Hill and then Declare, and at the end of the field a Dacos on the inside and Lodger. Prince Rubiton led Rancho Spark around the turn, Chennar closer to the inside, and then Levant and Little Miss Marnie. Suit stayed closest to the inside. Prince Rubiton round the turn in front of Rancho Spark and Levant, and Suit down near the inside, and then came Chennar. Prince Rubiton with 150 to go, leads by 2 or 3 lengths now. Would have put the whip into the left hand as he was rolling about, but he's 3 lengths in front. Rancho Spark and Lodger's flashing home on the outside, but Prince Rubiton too good. Lodger came from a long way back to grab second. Court of Jewels got through to grab third near the inside. Then Keffel followed by Levant, Rancho Spark and Suit, and next in was Declare. Back behind those to finish in the race was Dacos, Little Miss Marnie, and then St Plato, Chenard tiring badly. Track Rider, Final Miss, Peninsula Lord and Bella Hill towards the tail of the field. All too good. Number 15, Prince Rubiton, written by Nash Rawuta. Far too good for them, beating Lodger and Court of Jewels. Always in control of the race. Just wanted to roll about a little bit at the top of the straight, and Nash slipped the whip over to the left hand to keep him going in a more true line, and he responded very comfortably. He seemed to have something in the tank too. Time is 110.76. 110.76 victory for number 15. Mr. Lofty in an inside barrier. They're away, or a middle barrier. He jumped out reasonably from that position, and Candana lad first out. Away okay in the early stages too, as It's Not Easy on the inside, and now Prince Dandan, and the A train's going forward, followed by Sporting Scribe, Russian Defence. Mr. Lofty's back third last, settling fully. Nautilism is last of all. Heading out to the 1500 now, and Candana lad takes over the running from It's Not Easy and Prince Dandan. The A train is right up there in fourth placing, followed by Sporting Scribe. 5, and then Russian Defence over on the rails. A length and a half to Even Sam. He's being followed by Ringleader, 2 lengths away, Rainbows for Me, Frenzel Rom. About 2 lengths further back is Mr. Lofty, and at the tail of the... Oh, he's run off the track. Mr. Lofty's down. He's fallen. Mr. Lofty's taken a fall. He seemed to slip as they were making their way on the outer part of the track. He's to his feet, and the rider is okay. The rider is quite okay on Mr. Lofty, Glenn Boss. He's up and walking around. Now, inside the 1,000, Candana Lad is the leader. He's about a half in front. In second placing now is Prince Dandan, and 2 lengths away in the field then came the A-Train, who's over on the outside, being followed by It's Not Easy, about 2.5 to Sporting Scribe as they go by the 800, and they're followed by Russian Defence, Even Sam. Back behind those, Ringleader, about 3, Frenzel Rom, and then came Rainbows for Me, Nautilism and Wallisa. At the 600, Candana led by a length to Prince Dandan. It's Not Easy third, the inside from the A-Train, and Sporting Scribes making ground wider. Then Russian Defence followed by Ringleader, Even Sam, Rainbows for Me and Frenzel Rom. Nautilism struggling around the turn, and Wallisa into the straight now. Prince Dandan, Candana Ladder being grabbed by the A-Train, and Sporting Scribe is the widest runner, starting to stake up with his run, and Even Sam's coming, followed by Ringleader, Sporting Scribe and the A-Train come past the 100-metre mark together with Even Sam on their outside. The A-Train and Sporting Scribe. Oliver's getting plenty out of the A-Train, and the A-Train came away and beat Sporting Scribe by a length and a half. Even Sam third, and then Russian Defence, Candana Lad, and It's Not Easy. Back behind those to finish then were Ringleader, followed in by Rainbows for Me and Frenzel Rom, Wallisa. Well back in the field then is Prince Dandan, and Nautilism, one of the last to go over the line. Mr. Lofty chased the field, and he was to his feet very quickly after making that slip on the track, and Glenn Boss is walking.